All right, hello. We're back. It's Saturday. We had last week off, so it's really good to be back. Excited to be back on the bench, hanging out, building with you guys today. So looking forward to working on more of this MG Altron tonight. We are giving away its little brother, the MG Shenlong. So stay tuned for that. Hope everybody's having a great day, great weekend so far. Good to see you all. I'm going to jump into the chat, say hello, and then get into building before I do a couple quick things. Make sure I remember all the things. Seems like I take one week off and forget how I do all this. Number one, if you enjoy these streams, please hit that like button. Helps more people see the stream. I think more people isn't necessarily a bad thing. There you go. I bumped that earlier. And two, we do have not one but two sales going on right now at Mecha Warehouse. Number one, Labor Day 2024 for 15% off all in-stock items, and that's running this weekend through the end of Monday. So definitely take advantage of that if there's anything you need. And then the moving sale is still active, moving 30% off select items. You can use both codes in the same order. But only one discount will be applied to any given item on that order. But it's worth taking advantage of that as well. Some great stuff in that collection as well. And nothing wrong with 30%, I think. So let's jump in the chat, say hello, and then I'll get back to the building part. What's up, Dylan Dull, Bird Soup, Viper 6, Studio AU, Anthony Sermoshi, Virgil, Maverick Entity, Solid Monkey, Matthew Mahoney, MZ, Kyle Walter, Virgil, Lord Kronos, Baka ZCO, Go Zero, Rockers, What's Up, Kilo Delta, Lego Yoda, John Ventura, Sin, Minister of Defenestration, Mario Alvarez, What's Up, Stealthy Bedlam, Donald Clark, Rodrigo, what's going on? I think that's everybody so far. What's everybody up to? You guys building along tonight? You guys had a good week last week, good Saturday last week when we took a night off. It's good to be back though. It's a Edible Clown, Mega Merge, What's Up, MG Altron, nice, yeah, good stuff. Fun so far. I built the Shenlong a while back. I'm really looking forward to getting to the kind of unique parts about this P-Bandai kit. That'll be a lot of fun, but it is and was a solid build overall. We're going to be starting a 30-minute missions for Stereo 2. Nice. Finished up the Pergola. Now to relax with y'all. Pergola. What's the Pergola? Okay. Arms. XB 10, 11, 13, and that's times 2. I said 10, 11, 13. What's up, Blasphemy Builds, Rob Sadler, Death, Sergio. So who else is stoked for the MG VDAR? It's an interesting announcement. When I caught wind of it, I had to go double check my sources because I know it's been a April Fool's joke once or twice, I think. Really interested to see how that does right now, because a lot of it's like the first real new MG release in a while. The Verkaz, I guess the narrative CPAX was kind of a new one, but most of the Verkaz have been kind of tweaks on existing stuff. A lot of 1.5s lately. Building the HGUC Zeta Gundam Revive tonight, nice. Finishing up the GPO4 RE100. Shank's Tiger model, the red one. Very pointy edges on the pieces. Pretty easy build so far. Cool. Prepping Moon Gundam for a recolor on this nice evening. Nice. More progress, my Femoru, or as I have taken to call it, the MG Tamatune. It's up Living Dead new type. Cool. Double 8. Just got the W Death Scythe. Cool. Seen the Gundams announced on Bandai Hobby on Wednesday. They announced Psycho Gundam Mark II. I saw Psycho Gundam Mark II, saw the MG Vidar. I haven't looked at all the announcements yet. Hoping to do that maybe tomorrow or Monday. Thinking I might try to tackle some sort of Gunpla News kind of video. Try to work out how to do it in a less labor-intensive way than the way we've been doing them historically, since I don't have a resource to go do all the editing and pulling in graphics and stuff for me. I think I've got a plan. Gonna make the Talgis Flugo cat tonight. Cool. Working on 2 MGs right now. Nice. Which one's Mario? I'd like the Bartos Lupus, but I'll take the Vidar any day. Excited for the Vidar with the fencing sword, not gonna lie. How's your time off? Hope all is well. It was good. It was nice having a few days away. Family and I went down to the Cape for a long weekend and got some R&R, some time with the family. So it was good. Not long enough, it never is, but I think I do when you'll have the RG RX. I'm not sure. It should hopefully be relatively soon, but I don't have a date yet. So I guess we'll see. Been chipping away at the MG Duel, been dry brushing into Framercons, nice. Thanks for the super chat, Matthew Mahoney. How's the backup prize pool? I'm not sure. I went to go check the numbers and update things this afternoon, and YouTube was being a pain. So I wasn't able to check it, and then I got busy, so I'll be hopefully checking it for next week. And with that donation, I bet we're probably pretty close, I think. But I'm not sure. We haven't had as many super chats the last month or two overall, I think. Hey Nick, off work early, so on time for the stream for once in my life. Nice. Should have Banshee Barka, but had to wait for replacement piece and started the Death Scythe how well waited, but now I have it, so 2 builds going on. Nice. Gonna play Gunner Breaker 4. Today I've been doing, well, waiting for Uber orders. Use panel line and detail up my MG Zeta Verka. Cool. I'm also excited for the HG Weiss Ritter. MG Sosby Verka, nice. Working on the FM 100 P Bandai Sword Calamity tonight, nice. Put the LEDs in the torso. My MGSD Barbatos, nice. Optify. Try transforming Wave Rider mode for the first time to see if I can display it like that for a while instead of robot mode. Cool. What's up, Earthfig? Yeah, went down the Cape, did some good stuff with the family. It was nice. Finally got back into reading. Haven't been able to do that in a while. I was hoping to knock out a whole book while I was down there, but got stuck partway. I guess I didn't really get stuck. I just didn't have enough time to read the whole book. I was trying as hard as I could. Not enough time, I guess. Never enough time. So a few people mentioned what they're building. Is anyone else building along tonight with the stream? Working a 132 Sprinter Terreno I got from you. Nice. How is that? Reading, but I'm a slow reader, so I don't get much done. Trying Audible to see how that works. Nice. I've never really been into the whole audiobook thing. I don't know. It's not really the same to me. Like, I could see it as being entertaining and valuable, but I want to hold the book personally. It's like I don't do the whole ebook thing, Kindles and the such. I'm not really into that. To get more shelf space, I'm gonna on the HGC to Drogium. Nice. Hopefully, we're building mine in maybe December, January for the charity stream this year. HG Penelope Gundam, nice. How is it? You liking that? Zero Deck Mayhem. Hey Nick, is that the MG Altron? It is. Started on it 2 weeks ago. Last week we had a week off. Excited to be back. I kind of wanted to bring it with me and work on it while I was off last week, but I'm kind of glad I didn't, because I didn't have any spare time. Nick, are the Godhand nippers including Labor Day sale? Yep, all in stock items. So if we have them in stock right now, they are. If we're out of stock, which I don't think we are, then they should be included. Oh, good. It's detailed for an HG. That's cool. For stock, then they should be on the sale. You don't want to get the kit you're building, and the other ones, but P Bandai is paying the butt. That's true. I ended up grabbing the HG Altron. Was it earlier in the week or something? It's still up and available on P Bandai. Pure B, gotta go spend money. Nice. Caught 3 MGs in the moving sale. I'm so hyped. Awesome. Which ones? A lot of good MGs on that sale right now. The HG Goof Custom last weekend. Nice little kit. Took the time to get rid of the seam lines. Turned out pretty good. Nice. Let you know through the stream. I'm just opening it. Gotcha. Said both sales could apply to one order if they're separate items, right? Correct. You apply both codes. Only one code will apply per item. But you know you're getting at least 15% off. So apply the other code if you're got stuff just in case. Or take a look at that moving sale collection. You're helping us out grabbing anything on that collection. You're probably helping yourself out at those prices. Except with the MG Vidar announcement. Yeah, I think that's going to be an exciting one. I'm really curious to see how it does. Gave myself a heart attack. I lost a piece of my Banshee, but it was on his foot. So I'm going to create colors for spraying, like mixed your own colors. I've done a little bit of mixing my own before. Oh, Createx. That's a brand. I have not used that. Mobile Gin, Sword Impulse, and Infant Justice. Nice. $15 minutes late. Happy Saturday, everyone. What's up, Real Time 88? Welcome. This is the video where Guy made the Justice and the Zagak. I haven't. I got my MG Mobile Gin for birthday 2 weeks ago. Nice. MG says, we recall that I'm building right now is one of the kits I bought from your store back in May this year. Nice. Well, thank you. There's a display nipper compared to the God Hand. Notice you get the display departure combo set with stuff like files and a knife, the same price as single God Hand nipper. I think the nipper in the departure set isn't the 3.0 nipper, so I don't know how that nipper compares. The 3.0 nipper, which we do have some on the way, I'm not sure exactly when they'll arrive. They were supposed to be in the last display restock and got held up, but they are on their way now. That is supposed to be basically the same as God Hand, pretty good quality. The nipper and the departure I've never used, so I can't quite comment on how it compares. Maybe somebody in the chat has the set though and has used it and can comment. PGU on Labor Day sale. I'm so hyped. Nice. It's a good pickup. Use the 3.0 and I have 2 pair of display tools. Probably next I'm in the process of sanding all the round areas and details in HG Nightingale. Got from you guys. I'll paint dark cane red and add LED. Nice. Display 3.0 nippers. They were great. Yeah, I've used the 3.0s and heard good stuff. I'm curious about the nippers that come in the departure set. I don't know what the model number is on those, if they're available separately or not. Considering the departure set, I think is priced similar to 3.0 nippers are themselves. I think, if I'm remembering correctly, they're probably not quite the same tier. Check my bank account to see if I can afford both. Nice. 8 weeks K, what's up? ones in the set are the entry grade ones, and I hear they're pretty good too. Okay, they're probably better than, say, like the Bandai entry nippers, I would imagine. Could be wrong, but they're probably a decent pair of entry, like good workhorse nippers maybe. I wish Bandai would repaint, sorry, well, it says repaint, but probably means reprint MGDO. I think a lot of people would like that. Probably haven't asked, but how's moving still going? No one's asked yet, actually. It's going pretty well. Things continue to move. We have still, a lot of stuff in that collection. We'll probably be adding some more stuff over the coming weeks. Like to see all that stuff wiped out, really. I want to see a new PG. I'm trying to focus on reducing some of the HGs in my backlog for the past few weeks. I think I've reached my limit. I need to build an MG or PG soon. So I'm using Milwaukee wire cutters right now. Yeah, it'll probably be a step up. What I have in my bank account right now is for tires, not models. Stupid responsibilities. Okay, E15 and C1 or C21. There we go. Spell check sucks on iPhone. The PG1 is GPO1. The Perfect Strike Gundam. I believe it. Alright, this is runner E, so I'm looking for 15. I would assume they're compared to the Godhand PN125, which is a double-edged pair folks would use for the first God Awful runner. They could be more like the Godhand, what is it, PN125, I think, which is their like really entry-level nipper. Just still supposed to be pretty good from what I understand. So if it's comparable to that, it'd be pretty solid. I need a different PG release this year, not sure. So or the Godhand 5.0 on the departure. I'm curious on doing this myself. I'll probably post results in Discord. That'd be great if you give me your kind of review, so to speak. Wish I had the time and resources to like try out everything, so I could actually compare them. A while ago, I wanted to do like a deep dive comparison video for all the different nippers out there, but I feel like that's a very involved task and it never really happened. When do Americans get the new RG 2.0? Not sure. Presumably sometime relatively soon, from what I'm seeing. But I don't know exactly when. Use the United Magnet Core set to do a test with, then heck. Yeah, that would actually be perfect. That's like one of the problems is what do I build with them that I can compare? Like you said, you really want to, if you want to be scientific, you want to cut the same types of cuts with all the nippers. So if you've got like a dozen nippers to test out, you really ideally want like a dozen kits to build. And he's got the time. So get into the battle rhythm of college again, and plan on figuring out formulas for the 30-minute Sister skin tones using Mr. Hobby paints. It's no shade, of course. The official ones never seem to be in stock. Yeah, some of those specialized ones are harder to get. I wonder if they will ever catch up to be in stock all the time, or if they only intend on doing them as short-run products. Speed runner clip stands are very nice. I go with the gun primer ones also. Oh, cool. I was wondering if anyone had had a chance to play with those yet. Okay, C1, 1. I was thinking about grabbing a set just to test them out, but I also already have the gun primer ones here, so I don't really need them. Getting nipper upgrade since both of my Verkaz are sitting on my shelf languishing. Makes sense. Good to have a good pair of nippers for those kind of projects. Or pads. The display ones are really, the display ones are great. I would say the gun primer ones hold on to the runners better, but display ones are better. Say holding soft for the runners. Just for organizing. Makes sense. The display ones connect together too, right? It's an interesting feature. Correct. How does that work? Do they stay together well? And how stable are they when they're all put together? That's like the only complaint that with the gun primer runner holders is that it can be easy sometimes to knock them over, and then you get the rest of them knocking over too. It seems like connecting them together would dramatically increase their stability. Yes, they hold well lined up, and even if it's just individual runner clips, they're stable. Oh, that's cool. Don't watch The Crow. It's only good if you haven't seen the other Crow movies. Yeah, Romulus was great, though. Oh, is there a new, is there like a Crow remake out or something? The entry-level God hand nippers, they're double-bladed and sliced right through plastics. That needs a display. 3.0 is to clean out the nubs. Cool. Oh, I thought this was the Shenlong, not the Altron. No, I'm building the Altron, giving away to Shenlong. Yes, Crow remake, totally different. I can't say if I remember if I actually saw the Crow or not. I don't remember it. Alright, 3 and 5. Do you want a D2? You want to explain to me why they like the runner clips? If I'm laying them out in the L desk good enough. For me, it's a space thing. You got a kit like a master grade. And I don't even have them all in clips, but I've got more than a half dozen runners on the clip stands here, and they can occupy, I don't know, a square foot of desk space. If I had all of them, it'd be like 2 square feet of desk space maybe, but to lay them all out would take the whole desk. And my desk, you can't see it, thankfully, but everything to my left, I've got an L desk here too, and it's just a pile of mess. Papers, and Kate's got her stuff over there too, and I've got some of my stuff, and we really need to get around to organizing it again, but we just never have enough square footage. Built a 30-minute mission project, took up my entire bed. Yeah, that's what it comes down to, I think. Alright, let's figure out the first draw of the night. Forward to tomorrow, Gundam Seed Freedom via Netflix. And both series too. I hope they include the dub. I've been actually catching up on IBO because it's back on Gundam Info. It's much easier to find. We're building with the way you can label the runner clips, especially with a lot of runners, right? You put them in order. I got the identifiers on them. It works well. If you have wall space, maybe your runner holders could be mounted on a wall. That'd be interesting. You'd have to have like a bigger tray. Like you could build a system, but it would be more complicated for sure. I have some ideas how you could build a better mousetrap there. Maybe I should work on that. Okay. Alright, so first draw of the night. We're giving away an MG Shenlong. We're going to put a number in the chat between 10 and 1100. And I'm curious, answer the question, do you have a building season? Do you build all year round? Do you build mostly, say, in the winter, for example? Do you have a building season? So 10 to 1100, do you have a building season? Yes or no? 1 number per person. Do not delete or change your number. We only ship to U.S. addresses. You must be present to win, and your answer to the question and the number have to be in the same comment for it to be valid entry. 10 to 1100, do you have a building season? A lot of no's. Of course, exclusive runner clips, think of the margins, right? Okay, where's my runners? D1 and D2. I think D2 is here. Okay, 3 and 5, I think, are the... yes. Alright. These numbers are like the prices, right? Normally there's a local modeling club that meets once a month. I'd like to have something for that. Since April, but imagine the build kit's roughly the same rate they do now all year. I'll meet the person who builds the night of full moons. I'm gonna hold off building my fairy Princess Elfina and cross frame Gale Gygar. This community is so bad and you need to paint the gold. Mostly summer since I paint my kids. And just paint outside maybe. What's up, Jason S? I imagine weather would play in, like humidity issues or spraying cans outside and stuff like that. If people like to paint, that might affect seasonality of when they do certain things, not necessarily building all together. I think the other one would be if you have, say, an outdoor hobby that you like to do during the summer or the winter. For example, you might build the opposite season primarily. Random question to those who bought the Gundam Breaker 4 Collector's Edition. How's build quality on the Gun Barrel Strike Gundam? Is the color separation good? Busy painting minis and building environments for my D&D games, preparing for the next session every week. That would stress me out, having like a deadline every week. Try to bring something new to the table to surprise my players and scare them. Okay. It's 1, 2, and 3. I'm gonna call time here and try to draw a winning number. I like this green and white color scheme. Okay, calling time. Number range was what, 10 to 1100. All right, 10 to 1100. 706. I should try searching again when the chat has caught up. I don't see a winner, but no, I don't see a 706. I'll let you guys confirm. If that's the case, we will draw again shortly. Dylan Dole, no winners. Okay, cool. Thanks for checking. What's up, Tim? Oh, clown, my brain is now wondering what a Gundam-based D&D game would be like. A D&D tabletop RPG would be pretty cool. I don't know if D&D rules would be the best rules. I feel like a rule set similar to the rules for Exalted, but with the Gundam theme would be kind of cool. You know, kind of freeform, so you can describe some really cool stuff and all that. Process of my MG Shenlong. Some Samurai MSG parts. Now I'm just thinking of a paint scheme. Oh, that's cool. Anyone grab anything cool with all the Labor Day sales running? Hopefully from our Labor Day sale. The Transformers RPG out. That might be a good base for Gundam as well. Ran a homebrew one. It was fun. Just had to make rules that worked for the setting. Thinking a Lancer would be a good base to modify off of. Alright, Gundam D&D game. I use actual kits in the backyard to be the battle space. Make all your players, you know, run around in the backyard with them in hand and making space flying noises, and laser sounds. Good. I did a Gundam RP story using Palladium as the base. Where there were 30-minute missions, table, homebrew, use actual kits. There's a couple tabletop war games, like battle games or whatever, strategy. Sorry, I'm late to the party. Hello, everyone. What's up? Gunpla Juice. Hope y'all trying kind of an underrated kid too. I'm looking forward to the gimmicks on this one. Okay, D1 and 2, 4. Thruster effects would be pepper spray. Well, from Africa, happy Saturday, everyone. I'm 2 for 2 getting sick. Coming home from Africa, though. Welcome back. Hope your trip was good. It's a business or pleasure. The hobbies and orders end as far as numbers. Was there decent interest? There's a bunch of interest. I'm still working out placing the actual order because we didn't quite hit the minimum, so I'm trying to negotiate with the with Hobby Zone on that. I'm trying to figure out my options, whether we're going to cancel or not. If you were thinking of placing one and haven't yet, feel free to send me a message. If we've got a few more orders, we might get there, which would be good. Tour for the school I work for. Part pleasure, part business. Great group of people, and I saw lions. My order, he was gone. Happy to have any box on my shelf. Nice. Green Mecha Warehouse sticker to add to the collection. Nice. Tracking says my head 209 should be here Tuesday. Nice. All right. XB 7, 8, and 12. Another times 2 here. 7, 8, 12. Looks like they went quick. Yeah, I mean, that's our goal with especially non-Bandai stuff. Any of the stuff that we're putting up for pre-order, we ideally want them sold out relatively quickly after they come in stock. We're trying not to hold stock for any of that kind of stuff because the more obscure an item is, the slower it tends to move after restock. Business-wise, it's not great for us to have product sitting very long, you know, so was there enough interest in hobbies on furniture to do a second pass. I didn't pick anything up because money was a bit tight this month, but to pick up some if there was another. I'm not 100% sure. It really kind of depends on how this discussion with them goes. I've been waiting for an answer. I'll have to follow up with them soon. I don't know if they're out of the office or whatever this week, or if they're debating what I asked. So it kind of depends. If they don't want to roll with it and have to cancel the order, then probably not. Get that. I imagine having tons of kits from obscure Mecha anime from 40 years ago. Right. I mean, that's basically what it comes down to. That's part of what the moving sale's about, right? We've got certain kits that people notice when they first come out, and they're like, "Oh, cool, I want it." But people aren't searching for those things. They're not looking for them, and it's too costly for us to try to promote them compared to the margins we get for them. Most of the non-Bandai stuff have worse, at least kit-wise, have worse margins than our Bandai margins. But a lot of the Bandai stuff, people are just looking for. They know about it. There's a much bigger customer base. So it just kind of moves regularly without much extra help. I feel called out considering this one with the mouth for different kits and got passed up for minions. Yeah, part of the minions was that the cost and our ability to move them, I think, because of just general popularity of minions, especially with the new movie coming out. And we're trying to scale things such that we, sell out the pre-orders before they come in, sell out the remaining stuff within a week or two of restock when it's the more obscure stuff. We're just going to be constantly kind of calibrating for that. I want to say thank you to Shutterpack, my PG Banjo, great care. You're welcome. Guys in the warehouse do take a lot of care in how they pack things. And when I'm play D4 PC, looking for friends to play with while watching the stream. To get more Aura, Battler, Dunbind kits. Are we on Minion 6 yet? Just remember the most important question, Nick. Did you get donuts on your trip last week? I did not. I'm not sure if there are any fancy donut places on the Cape. There must be, but we didn't go to any. Got some ice cream though. There's that ice cream place that did their own ice cream. It wasn't just like a generic ice cream. That was kind of cool. That was pretty good. And went to, an old school like candy shop, which was always good. Kind of a Cape Cod tradition for us that we started kind of a couple years ago. So this question's already been asked. How long will moving 30 sale thinking will go on for? I don't know. In a perfect world, it would go on for like 3 more weeks and then we would move. But a lot of what's driving how long it runs is how long it takes for us to find somebody to take over our current space, our current lease. We're basically trying to sublet or find someone else that wants to take it over so the landlord will let us out. So we're basically trying to minimize stock that we don't want to move, we got too much of, or it just doesn't sell very well. And so as things return to a normal level for some of the things that we have a lot of stock of, or we sell out of things that come off and we're adding new stuff as it makes sense. So it could run for a few more weeks. It could run for months if it takes a long time to find a suitable tenant to take over the space for us. So, wish I had a more precise answer than that, but I just don't know. Do you guys use a POS-based OS for inventory stuff? I'm an operations manager at Guitar Stores. Just curious. We use Shopify's got some built-in stuff, and they've got an app called Stocky that I think we got free at one point when we were back in the day that we get to use. That handles a lot of our inventory stuff. It's a tabletop game that's like Mech Warrior. Not sure. Okay, for some reason I saw Despicable Me and Minions as the same movies. Yeah, they're technically different, but I mean, it's really about the Minions, right? The wife and I will see the new Deadpool movie tomorrow. Nice. It's pretty good. Kate and I snuck away while we were on the Cape. Parents were down there too, so ditched the kids with them for a few hours and went and saw it. It was pretty good. Enjoyed it. It's pretty good as long as the wife isn't squeamish. Back when I worked at an airport, we used a giant yellow painted 737. The crew had a minion, St. Banana, adhered near the ground communication port. Ditch the kids for a few hours off my. Sounds like there's like fireworks going on outside here. I don't know if anyone can else hear them, but seems like it's every Saturday. It's like somebody's celebrating the stream. gonna ask earlier if that was fireworks or a storm. I think it's fireworks. I could be wrong. Maybe it's a storm, but I didn't think it was supposed to storm tonight. Neighbor's fireworks budget must rival my complet budget. It's like a consortium of local fireworks aficionados to always have one going on every week or something. I don't know. All right, so that's one of those. Let's figure out the second draw here. So, all right. Okay, so second draw of the night. Here, ladies and gentlemen, got to work in 4 hours. Hope you all have a good night. Thanks, same to you. It's like Fireworks Pro, there's a Zaku guns going on. All right, 10 to 600, and let's do which of the recently announced kits, the kits announced this week, are you most excited about? 10 to 600, which of the kits announced this past week are you most excited about? Remember, one number per person. Do not delete or change your number. We only ship to U.S. addresses. You must be present to win, and your answer to the question and the number have to be in the same comment for a valid entry. A lot of VDAR. Maybe the question, maybe the next one should be who's planning on getting it. Also heard the PG Millennium Falcon's getting a reprint. I'm not excited about any of them, but it was nice to see a fresh MG. Yeah, it's the first like real fresh MG, right? So PG Falcon person is a huge box. It's a huge price tag. I think the MSRP is like high 400s to 500 range. It's kind of nuts. I like Star Wars. Star Wars is cool. Millennium Falcon's pretty cool. Kind of want one. Also kind of don't want to spend even the wholesale price for that. I'm just not into it enough to want to spend that much money on it. It's going to be a hard one to gauge how many people are willing to spend that much. Except wait for a bit, was a question range 10 to 600, and which of the kits announced last week are you most interested or excited about? It's too big for me. Original video games and kits I get for $400. Maybe we just try and get a handful. Yeah, I likely will. I'm definitely not taking a big gamble on getting a ton of them. I mean, in general, I'm not buying a massive number of any sort of PG at this point. Just because they don't move like they did a year ago. People are more choosy, and we can typically restock them more easily. So I'm not sure if the Millennium Falcon will be like that or not. Just happy to see MG isn't actually 10. PG Falcon is nowhere near as big as the HG Xeon. Hey Nick, do you sell digital calipers for measuring for model building? We do not. I think it's a pretty rarely used tool in the model building world. So Star Wars is in decline right now. Yeah, but it's like classic Star Wars, which I feel like people are still into classic Star Wars. I feel like some of the new stuff isn't as exciting to people. Some people. There's always going to be the like original trilogy is the only real Star Wars kind of people and stuff like that. I feel like each generation has like, oh, only original trilogy and the prequels are real Star Wars, and I'm sure if they come out with another trilogy, there'll be people that say only the first 3 trilogies are the real thing. Is Mecha Warehouse carrying Star Trek kits? Not currently. I know there's been some pushback from some people on some of the new stuff. I feel like the new stuff's been a mixed bag, right? Trilogy of the Clone Wars. Yeah, I feel like my generation that saw the original trilogy, not the original trilogy, the prequel trilogy in theaters as like their first theater experience with Star Wars are more fond of them than, say, like our parents that grew up with the original trilogy in the theaters, you know. So Star Wars, but all of this good Star Wars. I think people already talk about how much better prequels are now compared to the current stuff. And I remember when the prequels came out, how everybody talked about how the prequels weren't as good as the original trilogy. I feel like in some ways I like the prequels better than the original trilogy. At least the prequels are entertaining. The Clone Wars fleshes out Star Wars better than the prequel movies. That's probably true. I haven't seen all of Clone Wars. Last 2 movies were total trash, not part of my Star Wars universe. Episode 4 in theaters. When it was released, it was just Star Wars and no New Hope attached to it. Prequels weren't as good until the Anakin Obi-Wan fight. But any Star Wars is better than Disney mess. Might have just gave away my age with that. Yeah, probably. There's at the very least a floor on what your age is. Okay, I'm gonna call time and draw a number range. I really don't like Star Wars that much, but I love watching the prequels when I was a kid and still do. Rogue was definitely the best of the new movies. Rogue One was good. Okay, 10 to 600 is the range. 397. What about Spaceballs? Spaceballs is great. Okay. I don't see a winner with 397. I'll let you guys confirm. If that's the case, we'll be drawing again in a little bit. And like the shows are a mixed bag. Like I like the Mandalorian, especially the early seasons of it. The ones are pretty good too. And Andor is pretty good. I'm not as hot as some of the other ones. Not necessarily horrible, but season 1 was the only good season. This is the way. I don't know, I guess I'm not hypercritical of a lot of that stuff. I don't tend to hate shows, movies that much. Mando, Boba Fett, and Obi-Wan, Ahsoka were all solid. Lost interest in Andor about the 4th episode. See, I feel like Andor got good after like the 4th episode or something. I feel like it started really slow and then got good. We were I think we were actually like searching, like, does this get better? And then there were things online saying that it did, so we kept going. Kenobi finale fight was legit. Should finish it, but kept putting me to sleep, so I was like, I'll try later. Clone Wars cartoons might be my favorite. I fell asleep late. What's up, that guy Mitch? Dang it, I just got here. What's up, Redbeard? Welcome. I wish the Mandalorian was a little more episodic. Really dug the Western stop, so it's less connected to the main plot. It's always interesting. There's been definitely shows where each episode is more of its own little mini story, and then there's shows where they're more connected, or they'll go through phases where they're less connected. They're just like building character and all that kind of stuff, and then transition into a more sequential kind of format or whatever. Who's your favorite Sith by General Grievous? Is he technically Sith? I didn't think he was. Obvious troll is obvious. Okay. Maybe I should say antagonist. Weavers was a lightsaber collector, not one who had any access to the Force. Okay, boom. And boom. Sweet. Okay. XB 34 and 35. We're working on MG Shenlong Gundam. A friend got me for my 37th birthday. Nice. Whoop. Test, am I caught up? And are you? Current Kane ban or EU ban? Does Darth Bane get to use the Bane quote? You merely adopted the dark side. PC-10. Hugh Bane in his book series was crazy strong. Was born in darkness. This piece is going to get covered entirely, I think. Yes. All right. Okay, E14 and H13. second copy of this H1 runner. Yes, there it is. So you've never used magnets to make a model hover electron, or I've seen it. I think it was down at ODO a few years back. Someone had a, it was actually a Grogu model, I think, in the like baby carrier thing that was levitated with magnets. I don't know if it came that way, if that was like part of a kit, or if it was done custom. It's kind of cool though. Okay, and then E14. Cool when making a drag car model and you weight the back and flat slot the tires and it looks like it's doing a wheelie. Really liking this dark green plastic. It's cleaning up way better than I ever really expected it would. I figured it would be problematic, but it's cleaning up real nice. Nubs are coming off and disappearing. How's this build feeling so far? MG, right? Good. I built the Shenlong, which so far we're basically just on the same kit. It hasn't really deviated yet. I remember being a good build. Liking how things are cleaning up on it though. Liking the color scheme. Really looking forward to seeing the gimmick stuff. I think I still have to do the Sandrock Custom or whatever it is too, so I might take a detour after this one back to Witch Mercury kits or some panel lining projects if I can get my and decal projects if I can get my stuff together and finally gloss coat the couple kits I want to decal. And then I might go back to that one. Are the MG SD kits any fun to build? Think of picking one up. I haven't built one yet, but they look cool. Center custom cloak or no cloak? I think I do it with the cloak, because other than the color scheme, that's the main difference, isn't it? Armadillo unit. Got that in the backlog too. Picturing Sandrock with a big Flava Flav clock necklace. There you go. The upcoming MGSD wing looks incredible. I'm looking forward to that one myself. MGSD are good fun, lots of enjoyable gimmicks like what you would expect from MGs. Alright. Let's do a number from 10 to 300, and do you have any long weekend plans? Since it's a holiday weekend, 10 to 300, any fun long weekend plans? Remember, one number per person. Do not delete or change your number. We only ship to US addresses. You must be present at work, and your answer to the question and the number have to be in the same comment for it to be valid entry. 10 to 300, any fun long weekend plans? Fun fact, my wife took an aerial class in LA and walked Flava Flav for his TV show. It's an episode where he learns to hang on a thread. So my parents teach him how to play Magic the Gathering. Barbecue family time, nice. Currently getting over this cold. Colds are no fun. Yeah, it's green, dark for a dark colored plastic. This cleans up really nice. Kind of refreshing. Mixed feeling about calls, they suck, that's true, but they also give you an excuse to do nothing. Can be good, I guess. I should get sick more often now that I have sick time. don't need an excuse to do nothing, though. I do. Yeah, mentality remember from my high school days. I'm always go, go, go. I don't think I have time to get sick usually. I was thinking you need to do something. Sorry, I'm sick. I've literally not been sick except when I come home from Africa. Bug bite, then the start cold. Had no cold since Christmas in 2019. Wow. Got a bug bite in Africa and got sick from it. Did you get some sort of like African prevalent insect-borne disease or something? You have to get like certain vaccinations to go to Africa, right? Or they recommend them probably because of stuff that you can get over there that you don't typically see stateside. I think of, what was malaria over there? Right, malaria is a good example. I think there's a few other ones too. Okay. H1N1. Yellow fever. Yeah, I think I got bit by something with dengue, then put me on a couch for 2 weeks straight. This time just worn out. System was down and got cold. Delightful. I mean, you need yellow fever vax. There you go. I think Africa would be a cool one to do someday, maybe. I don't know if I ever will, but Nairobi, Kenya, or Cape Town, South Africa, probably best bet. Johannesburg, nice too, very modern. I'd like to do like Egypt at some point, maybe. I think it'd be cool. It doesn't feel like the kind of trip to do with small kids. So Oshima Sprinter Torino update. It's weird as a car kit. It's like the high grade of car models. The 132 size makes it fiddly. Stickers are bad and okay at the same time. How are they okay and bad at the same time? That's an interesting comment. South Korea for me. I want to see what the pop culture scene is like over there. Korea would be interesting. I'm really looking forward to going back to Japan at some point. Hopefully next year, but we'll see. Don't you have any real exotic places I want to go to? You get stickers for the dash and gauges, but the one for the black around the windows are prone to damage as you put the glass in the body. Oh, gotcha. They bend out water slides if you don't know what you're getting into with them. They suck. Like that is like when the kit is cool metallic stickers for sensors and whatnot, but the shitty stickers for color correction of joints. Kunsan South Korea was amazing. Seal was dope. Namsan area was cool. I photos of the duck boats and Gundam style video. Because they're too so random. Which part of Japan will you be visiting? So I want to get to Kyoto and maybe see a little bit of Osaka. We'll probably spend some time in Tokyo. I think that's the general. That was what we were planning to do when I was hoping to go in 2020 for the World Tournament. It was going to be, we had our flights and everything booked, and then COVID happened, and all that kind of got sidelined. But that's what we were hoping to do then. I could see adding stuff to it since we don't have, you know, a tournament to occupy some of our time there. Just made it in. Is there a number live? 10 to 300. And do you have any holiday long weekend plans? I'm going to call time very, very shortly though. Probably as soon as I'm done sanding this piece. I forgot you'd ask a question how time flies yet, right? That's an annoying place for nubs. Okay, I'm gonna call time and then go back to that because I could be on that for a while. So time is called. $294. Gonna let the rest of the numbers scroll through here real quick before I search. Numbers from what I can see. Yeah, I don't see any either. So we'll throw up one final draw in a little bit. And these streams go by so fast. 2 hours is nothing. Double beam trainer is quite stylish. I'm really looking forward to seeing the Fang things though, because I think they actually fold out further than the one for the Shenlong, and there's 2 of them. Which I think will be pretty cool. So Nick, hey Forest Ghost, what's going on, man? How you been? Trying to get at least the arm and legs done on this target mission for the end. Forget what we were drawing for again, and hello to the Kanchi dude. Altron's fangs are cool, yeah. MG Shenlong is what we're giving away tonight. Basically the little brother to this one, the non-P Bandai MG. Good man, glad to catch you. Cool. Well said. MG Shenlong doesn't have the extension. Yeah, I was too. Not really sure why that's the case, but such an awkward place for nubs. In terms of fit and build, MG Barbatos or MG Shenlong. I haven't built the Barbatos. I think it's newer though. So in general, it should be slightly better. The Shenlong's decent. From building it originally, the only thing I remember having any sort of disappointment with is that the arms didn't have a ton of range of motion. They only really bent like 90. Which I'd love to see better than that, especially considering a lot of the other MGs from Gundam Wing that were produced in a similar time period have more range of motion. But I guess it is what it is. Realistically, it doesn't prevent good poses. So, speaking of P Bandai, Nick, do you think for the kits on there that are not new overall, is it better for it to just be recolor, or have extra stuff thrown in? I think for the kits in there that are not new overall, is it better for it just to be so like kits that are based on other kits? I mean, I personally prefer it to be to have extra stuff, right? If it's just a recolor, I'm less interested personally, because I could just paint it, and why pay a premium potentially for premium Bandai if you could just paint it. MG MG parts. This has been around for years, but I hear that PG is coming out in December. That's news to me, unless they announced it. I feel like we'd all have heard. But then again, the VDAR is getting an MG, so curious now. If they're gonna mission ones, I sometimes wish I could get the recaller. Plus, what new parts are distinct for it cheaper than the trend of having thrown action option set I already have. You can be a pack con. I'm gonna try to. I haven't formally made plans yet, but I'd like to. Are you planning on going? Thinking about trying to bring the family along since it's the museum. Maybe we can hit that up and stuff. Feel like if the PG, there's a fake post going around by Peach Barber's house. I feel like there would be much more widespread talk and hype if it was real. Alright. Okay, right arm, C1 and 2. %, certain. Cool. Well, hopefully we both can make it all. We'll be able to catch up. I don't think I have anything to bring, unfortunately, but man, it's been a minute. How's the baby? Good. Good. She's doing very well. She, just before we went last weekend, we took a long weekend, went down to the Cape and took some time off and stuff. And just before that, she started walking. So that made for a very exciting weekend, too, because she went very quickly from taking a few steps here and there to just like practically sprinting across the house. Which is kind of cool. 14. So we got RG Goof and Jim. I take it now. An RG Goof would be cool. Maybe they'll do that to go with the RX 78 2.0. Oh, the radius of peril has expanded. Yeah, we increased the number of gates and stuff that are up on the first floor, so she doesn't get to the stairs and all that stuff. She climbs too, so that's been a fun problem where she climbs up, but she's not very good at getting down yet. Info, I'm just passing alarm. Or if someone says they heard something, take it with a grain of salt. I'm going to try to do shoot a video this weekend. I think I have a method for how I'm going to do it that will be relatively low effort to go over all the newly announced kits. I'll try to put that up this week. Being a goof, have you seen the third-party goof flight type HD? I haven't. But cool. Surprised the third-party kits are getting into HG and RG. Normally stick to MG. Yeah, it's interesting. I wonder how those third parties are doing, if they're suffering. Or maybe they're not, because their stuff's more limited production anyway, and they get a lot of FOMO stuff going on. As far as I know, they've always been doing the small kits. They just didn't bother to export them. But that could be true. Alright, let's do a final draw for tonight. Okay, so final draw of tonight. Let's do a number from 10 to 80. And do you build third-party kits? 10 to 80, do you build third-party kits? Number one, number per person. Do not delete or change your number. We only ship to US addresses. You must be present to win, and your answer to the question and the number have to be the same comment for your valid entry. Okay, figure out which hand I want to use. Let's do XA1. XA3. And XB16. People not checking for dupes. Duplicate numbers aren't a problem. Leviathan Prime. If we get two, we'll flip a coin or roll a virtual die or something along those lines to deconflict. So not a problem. Don't know how you'd expect people to check as fast as chat scrolls right after a question anyway, right? Two people post the same number at the same time. It's always been good. The best giveaway drama, and I mean drama in like the good sense, the entertaining sense, not the people upset and angry at each other, is when two people have the same number, we get to flip the coin. It's always fun. a legendary 4 to 6 person night. That's happened a few times as well. Ever thought about giving a consolation prize to the loser, like an exclusive limited time discount code? I think we have on occasion done stuff like that. I mean, it's a expense as it is. I've been debating for the last couple of months about changing up what we do for prizes and how we do that kind of stuff as well. It's hard to track back directly what the stream does in terms of increasing revenue and stuff like that. I'm sure it has some sort of impact. A lot of our regulars probably order from us regularly because of the stream, not necessarily during the stream or directly because of it, but just because they interact. But it's hard to tell. But bigger prizes definitely bring in more people. How many of those people stick around or engage beyond just trying to get their free item? Who knows, you know? Started worrying because of the streams. Yeah, Kyle, so I think there are definitely people that it's one of those things, like, I don't know if there's ever a way to quantify it. I think the best bet is to do it. A lot of marketing stuff feels like it's hard to directly quantify the results of, you know? Okay, D113. Actually found out about backwards thanks to the stream. Being a stream and giving people an awareness to use a person probably helps. I think so. It does increase my engagement with the site and Discord. I introduced the Mecha Warehouse, and of course because of the site. The streams had already made some orders. Definitely made Mecha Warehouse my go-to. Big portion was a stream interaction. Gunpla addicted. The Addicts Anonymous sounds better than Plastic Crack Addicts. I thought about trying to register the domain for like Gunpla Anonymous and making a fake lead gen site. It hits you close to home when a customer from the early days, who was, I'd say, a pretty good friend, emailed me one time and said, "Hey, I need you to like ban me from your site somehow, kick me out of the Discord so I can help kick my Gunpla addiction." And it kind of was like, okay, this is more than just a joke for some people. Do it for April 1st. Alright, so right arm. Stick that up there. that. All right, stick the right arm on. Awesome. And there's the articulation thing I was talking about. It's barely better than 90 degrees. And I feel like it wouldn't be that hard to make it able to hit, you know, 130 or something when gaming news to lock us 2,000 times. The player base is Concord despite being in invite only, closed alpha with only one map. Don't even know what that is. Alright, so I'm going to call time now, draw our winner, and then we'll call it a night. So calling time. Valve's new MLBA. Got one of the other wing MGs. Man, this heart thing, I can't read. Because it's like React icon. In reach. Kind of. See the arm fold. Bump, there you go. It's such an annoying UI thing. Like, just put it somewhere a little lower. Okay, 10 to 80, number 23. Oh, Blasphemy builds. And I think that might be it. Yeah, so that's it. Congratulations, Blasphemy builds. You can send an email to support@mechawarehouse.com with your info, and we should be able to get that hopefully shipped out this week. Congratulations. And I think that's going to do it for the stream tonight, so we should be back next week, 8:30 p.m. Eastern next Saturday. We'll continue on this kit, finish up this other arm, and then I think it's on to the legs next. Don't forget, we do have those two sales going on right now. Labor Day 2024 for 15% off in-stock items. That ends Monday at 11:59 p.m. Eastern time. We also got Moving 30 for 30% off select items, so take advantage of that as well. Definitely take a look at that collection. A lot of good stuff in there. And help us clear out some stuff before we hopefully move soon. So I think that's it. Hope everyone had a good night. I did. Flew by super fast tonight, as it seems to be lately. So thank you all for coming and hanging out, and we'll hopefully see you all next week.